Hey everybody, happy 4th of July, July 4th, 2020, and it's garlic harvest day. Some of these maybe not quite ready to harvest, but since they're falling over, I think I'm just going to pull them all out and, come what may. Anyway, so what I did the other day when I pulled some out is I put some stakes in for the rows, and I took some plastic bags because I don't want to mix up the different varieties, because some of them I'm going to save as seeds for for this fall, for next year's harvest. So I took some plastic bags and labeled them with all the different varieties in order. And then I'm going to dig them out, put them in the bags, and then I'll be able to bring them over and, get the dirt off them, tie them up, label them, and then set them up for drying. So I'll be right back and I'll show you how it goes. These are the Persian Star. Tomatoes here. This is the Amish Rocambole. That's a nice one. Anyway. Too cold, unfortunately, load up. I'll go sometimes. All right, I'm done with that bed. I harvested 61 full bulbs of organic, some heirloom garlic. Some of it, as you can see, ripped off, and some of it's open, so we'll have to use that right away. But a lot of it, probably, I'd say a little bit more than half of it is good that we can dry and harden and store. The Carpathian was really huge. The Carpathian and what is this one? The Amish Rocambole are the biggest, but not the biggest of the big. The German Red is huge, and I got most of it, the German Red, but maybe I planted more of it. And it may be a bigger clove of garlic, possibly. There are some smaller ones, but again, I pulled it kind of early, maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me if you've grown garlic before. Some people say you should have about 50% of the green turning brown. Others I've heard said about, 3 of the bottom leaves turn brown and then you pull it. So some of them are a little bit beyond that. And again, it was wet yesterday. It rained. So the some of them, as I pulled them out, ripped. But I'm pretty happy with that. So that's 61 from there. And then in the main garden, I've still got probably another 40 that I'm going to pull out right now. A lot of those are really dying off. So I'm going to pull those guys out today. I'll be back. Okay, well, it wasn't quite 40. It was 22. But these were like ones that I had, I guess, left over, so they're all mixed. Not sure what they are. They're probably a combination of hard neck and soft neck. This is probably a nice German Red here, or Carpathian. It's really big, this one too. Now this was in the bed in the main garden that was really wet, and A little worried that they were going to rot in the ground. They didn't. The bulbs are very wet, but I'm going to leave them out outside tonight. I don't think it's going to rain, and let them dry out in this hot weather. It's going to be in the 90s the next few days. So I'll let them dry out, and when it rains, I'll bring them in the garage and hang them. So should be good to go. And that's the harvest. So what did I say, 61 and 22 or so? So yeah, about 80. And I think I pulled out about 10, 15. So I thought I had 100, over 110, but who knows? Anyway, that's 2020 garlic harvest. Very happy, considering I planted, I think there's 9 varieties here. That's all I have labeled. I thought I had 10, but 9 varieties. So I probably had, one full head of garlic for each one. And out of the hard necks, you can only plant, the outside. The soft necks have a lot more bulbs, but I mostly planted the bigger bulbs, so I really didn't plant all the cloves. I mean, not bulbs, all the cloves from each head, So I'd say I did pretty good here. And again, what I'm going to do is probably save 1 or 2 of these as seeds for this autumn, and we'll plant them again and see how they do. All right, have a great 4th of July, everybody. Garlic time.